Besides, I just plain liked the Andersons. They were great neighbors, cheerful, low maintenance, and reassuringly normal. That is why the sudden appearance of the for sale sign threw me for a loop. The Andersons didn't return until early April, during another frosty spring. I ran into Dave a few days later while I was out shoveling my driveway yet again. I asked him about the sign, and he said something about moving to sunny Florida. Frankly, with my boots and mittens full of wet snow, I didn't blame him, and I wished him the best of luck selling his house. "But aren't you a little sad to be going?" I asked. Dave puffed on his pipe. His face was one big warm smile, childlike in its intensity. "Nope." Given the glut of houses on the market, 3 on our street alone, the Andersons didn't sell right away, and so we spent another summer trading war stories about landscaping. One day Dave found me knee-deep in my shrubs, drenched in sweat, bugs swarming around my face, and my infant daughter perched on my back crying hysterically. "How's it going?" he asked. I'd spent the morning overseeding my lawn in an unpredictable wind, and most of the seed was now in the street. Then I stepped on the sprinkler and broke it. "Oh, not bad," I managed. "And you?" I got up and tried to shake his hand, but I was too busy swatting at bugs. "You know, they make a product that you spread out on your lawn that takes care of all these gnats and flies," he suggested, offering me the use of his lawn spreader. "What does the lawn have to do with all these bugs?" I asked, perplexed. "Well, that's where they come from, where they live. Haven't you noticed?" The conversation soon turned to Dave's imminent move. I still felt a little let down by his decision to move away so abruptly. Didn't he feel at least some regret? Weren't he and Betsy going to miss strolling into town for dinner and waving to old friends along the way? "We never intended to leave the neighborhood, Andrew," he explained. "As you know, I'm not someone who makes rash decisions. But then we discovered the villages. It's not so much that we're leaving here as we're being drawn to another place. Our hearts are now in the villages." The villages? The name was so bland it didn't even register. All I could picture was a collection of English hamlets in the Cotswolds, bound together by narrow lanes and walking trails. But I thought Dave had said they were moving to Florida. Over the course of the summer, Dave cleared up my confusion. At first, his descriptions of the villages were so outrageous, so over the top, that I figured he must have been pulling my leg. Then he started bringing me clippings from the village's own newspaper. As I sat and read them, I was filled with a sense of comic wonder, mixed with a growing alarm. The Andersons were moving to the largest gated retirement community in the world. It spanned 3 counties, 2 zip codes, and more than 20,000 acres. The villages itself, Dave explained, was subdivided into dozens of separate gated communities, each with its own distinct entity, yet fully integrated into a greater whole that shared 2 manufactured downtowns, a financial district, and several shopping centers, and all of it connected by nearly 100 miles of golf cart trails. I had trouble imaging the enormousness of the place. I didn't have any reference points with which to compare such a phenomenon. Was it a town or a subdivision, or something like a college campus? And if it was as big as Dave described, then how could residents travel everywhere in golf carts? Dave described golf cart tunnels, golf cart bridges, and even golf cart tailgates. And these were no dinky caddy replacements. According to Dave, some of them cost upwards of $25,000 and were souped up to look like Hummers, Mercedes, sedans, and hot rods. The roads are especially designed for golf cart traffic, Dave told me, because residents drive the carts everywhere, to supermarkets, hardware stores, movie theaters, and even churches. With one charge, a resident can drive about 40 miles, which Dave explains to me is enough to go anywhere you'd want to go. According to the Andersons, the village provides its 75,000 residents, it is building homes for 35,000 more, with anything their hearts could possibly desire. Mostly sealed inside gates, countless recreation centers staffed with full-time directors, dozens of pools, hundreds of hobby and affinity clubs, 2 spotless, crime-free village centers with friendly, affordable restaurants, and 3 dozen golf courses, 1 for each day of the month, with plans for many more. More important, the villages provides residents with something else they apparently crave, a world without children. An individual must be at least 55 years old to purchase a home in the villages, and no one under 19 may live there, period. Children may visit, but their stays are strictly